Hello everyone, we are back again for our next session. Like I mentioned earlier, we are going to be having an inpouring of questions and answers from uh, a very big celebrant here today. So we're not yet done. We're just getting started. Let me put it that way. We're not yet done. But now I want us to touch a little bit on relationship. The reason I want us to talk about relationship is one thing that in our social world today you cannot escape. So that you are relating socially, or you are relating by way of family, or you're relating by way of wanting to create future out of your relationship. Either way, there's always going to be a relationship. But the one that is most troubling, and I'll call it most troubling because from our singles and youth time out with you, you've been guiding us on how to make the right choices, how to know ourselves better, how to work on ourselves to be better and improve ourselves in areas of weaknesses and our strengths and all that. But I think that program is one that's not just meant only for the youths and singles. That even those that are married, that at some point might have lost out on some of this information, they can still gain it from you. But I have one question though. When we talk about relationship, and with what we have understood nowadays is every relationship comes with demands and sacrifices. And some people believe when they're talking about relationship that should lead to marriage, some believe they will have to pray, wait to hear, by way of divination or see or get a sign, something like that. But others believe once they have the intuition, that is, they follow their instincts and they believe they've made a good choice and they can go into it. But very often, we see people who are in relationships like as if the pairing is never meant to be perfect. You find one good person pairing up with a bad person, or one bad person pairing up with a good person. So it's as if it's a 50-50 kind of situation, but not 50-50 like you bring 50, I bring 50. It's 50-50 in the sense that I bring 50, you take out 50. So either way, there is 50 coming, there is 50 going. So I want you to help us throw more light on how, as youths, we should guide ourselves towards the relationship thing. Because at the end of it, when we get it wrong, we get heartbroken. And in the process of getting heartbroken, it in a way shapes our thinking and the way we picture anything called relationship, which if not well checked and corrected, some walk into marriages with that kind of mentality. And in a way, they might be using their own hands from their past experience to deal unjustly with the right person, thereby creating loopholes that will lead to the breakage of that same relationship they are in again, even if it's marriage. So I want you to help us throw more light on how youths should guide themselves, be better at these things, and if for any reason they find themselves in difficult situations, what they should do to come out of it clean.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. When it comes to relationship, or like you said, it's a hot cake matter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Time. And I think it have always been because we are relationship beings, as I always say.
Very true, sir.
We are relationship. We are social beings. You know. Like, sometimes when I tell people, every now and then I'm teaching people on relationship.
Yes.
For singles. Every now and then I'm teaching married people on relationship.
Yes, sir.
This week alone, between now and last week, I've resolved about at least 5 marriage issues. 5. No, 3. Not 3.
Okay.
3. Yeah. There are some I'm getting involved up to 5 times. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'm getting involved up to 5 within a week.
Wow.
I've gone up to 5 times. Now, the reason why I do it is that like you said, and let me even say this, many people doesn't know that I've also had what you can call the worst relationship problem in my own marriage. Many people don't know what I'm saying. They don't believe it, but it's true. And I'm saying it is true. And why I'm saying it is because when it comes to relationship, a lot of factors are involved.
Okay.
Even me that is helping a lot of people, it does not immune me from having relationship problem too.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
It does not, And it does not also mean that I have all the wisdom too. That's what all of us need to accept in humility. Yeah. The best teacher also still need a teacher.
Okay.
The best teacher still need a teacher.
Need a teacher.
You understand?
Yes.
So, like when I said relationship is something that everybody need to pay attention to. And the reason why I'm also helping people in relationship, because I found out that also, like you said, when relationship goes bad, people are wounded, people are hurt,
Yes. Heartbroken.
But I want to say something to singles, of course, even to married people. Number one, first of all, you need to take responsibility for your life. You need to take responsibility. That's where it all starts.
Responsibility. Okay.
You need to be responsible for your life.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, you also need to be responsible for your relationships. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the so-called relationship problems, they are problems because people refuse to be responsible. Yeah. Yeah. You see somebody, you want to enter into relationship with.
Okay.
If you ask him question, he can't come out straight.
Playing around.
He's playing around every question. It's a signal. It's a red sign. Do you understand?
Okay.
Number two, somebody told you he's in Lagos, but every time his story is pointing that he's in Abuja.
Okay.
It's a red signal.
I hope this one is not me. Me, I came here birthday, so it's not me.
No, I'm just giving as an example. No. Okay, let me give you an example. Somebody is telling you that he's in US.
Okay, hey, that sounds better.
And all the indications are showing that he's in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. It's a red signal. Now, many people think that when they have relationship problem,
okay,
even when they are right, I want to start by that. When they are right,
okay,
it makes them not being responsible for the outcome. For instance, you are the one that you are in a relationship, you choose to be the only giver.
Okay.
Yeah, you choose to be only, the other person choose to be a stingy person, a receiver. You are the one that choose to be a giver.
Okay.
So why are you complaining now? Because in the beginning of that relationship, you should know that relationship is mutual. Everybody should be a giver. But when you choose to accept to be the only giver, and you have been a giver, the only giver for 2 years, and now you are complaining, you don't need to complain. I'm not saying your complaining is not right. And I'm not saying the other person not being a giver, but the point that you are the one that have chosen to be the only giver for 2 years.
You accepted the standard you set.
Exactly. You're supposed to, from the beginning, to start asking questions. Am I going to be the only giver in this relationship? So that if it will not work, let it not work from the beginning. Are you getting me?
I understand. I'm following, sir.
But you choose to be a giver for 2 years. After 2 years, now say, I don't want to be a giver again. It's not easy now. And you have contributed to make this other person to be a receiver. You have played a role in making him to be, or her to be a receiver. You see, I started by saying you need to be responsible.
Yes.
That's the first thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, after being responsible, you need to be wise. Wisdom is called the principal thing. It's not the secondary thing. Yeah. I've seen, I've handled marriage, every now and then I'm handling marriage issue every now and then, I'm the marriage issue.
Okay.
Yeah. And the more you handle something over and over, the more you become an expert on it. And like I thought, I've had my own marriage challenges too.
Yes.
What you may call difficult one. But even though I handle my own marriage issues, I handled them. What I did was I have to learn lesson from my marriage issue. There are some people that allow issues to make them become bitter. That's why I say you need to be responsible.
Yes. Yes.
But I allowed my own to make me better. Yeah. I'm better off. Now, when I had my marriage issue, it was tough that even some pastors You understand?
Yes, sir.
They were the one that was saying what was not existing in any way. Yeah. So maybe saying it to my hearing. I remember a pastor was saying things to my hearing, that, and when they are saying some things, because you are the one involved. In fact, there's some issue we have in relationship. If you defend yourself, it's a problem. If you keep quiet, it's a problem. Some will take stand with me. Some want to take stand with my wife.
Okay.
Some want to blame two of us, that we are all stupid people that doesn't know how to handle their marriage. Some want to say she's the one that is stupid, don't know how to submit to her husband. Some will say I'm the one that is stupid, I don't know how to
take charge.
All those things. So, but in all those things, I was learning wisdom, because I know that this thing is going to help somebody.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I've learned how to use my own pen to make people to have gain. That's the way Jesus lived. Yeah. Jesus lived, all the pains of Jesus was gain to us. And I want to live like Jesus. Yeah. I want all the pain I had in anything about my life become somebody's gain. So I actually know a pastor that fixed a program and he cancelled it because I was having marriage issue.
Wow.
Yeah, he cancelled my marriage issue, disqualified me from coming for his program. Thank God, men, we are not God. You understand? Those times they cancelled those programs. There was when God anointed me the most.
Wow.
Yeah, my anointing grew the most. You know why God allowed the anointing to grow? Is to tell you that I'm not like men. I'm not a man. Men may abandon you, but I can't abandon you.
Yes.
Men may say anything to stop you. I'm here to cheer you. And that's why I'm crazy about God. I'm really crazy about God, because I have not seen anybody like God. So most pastors were the one that were saying things that were not true. Most pastors, and I mean the word pastors, because some of them actually felt that this young guy that was coming, claiming that he knows more than everybody, that he's doing here. How many years has he become a pastor? He's here. He's flying here and here and there. Oh, they see opportunity. But again, after God helped me through it, I started flying them more. Wow. I entered the place I thought I would never enter in my life.
Wow.
International doors opened for me. I preached to the highest crowd. I've gotten access to people that you can say that matters. And I have learned the lessons. Okay. And all the pains. Like now, some people can choose to live it. See, that you are responsible.
Yes.
There are some people I know, they live in the pain of their relationship. Even some of them are not even married to the person.
They still live in that pain.
Somebody that did not marry you disappointed you. Somebody did not marry you, you are living in the pain. In fact, some even carry the pain to their remarriage. I don't want to say some things in the public. I don't say something in the program. I don't want to say as if I'm talking to anybody. Okay. I thought I handle a lot of people's marriage. So I'm being careful. Someone I don't think I'm talking about generally. And I use why I talk myself, because some people don't believe that they have challenges in marriage. But the truth is almost everybody have challenge in marriage. It's only about 2% that may have what you call a perfect marriage. If there's anything like that, because why I said, because I hear people say their own is perfect.
Okay.
I don't want to argue with them. How people say this, they have never quarreled before, they married their best friend. I have heard people, but it may be like 2%. And this truth need to be said, because if some people also are coming to marriage with that 2% perfect marriage in their mind, so when their spouse do something, they will say, how I wish
it was that 2% perfect.
And some of those so-called 2% also, they are not saying the whole truth.
They are doing audio 2%.
So they're not saying the whole truth. Not everybody can come to me that teaches people about marriage, that can come the way I'm talking now and said, me too, I had my own marriage challenges. Many people will not say it. They will think if you say it, people will not respect you again. And people like us, we are not looking for people's respect, we're looking for God's honor. You know, and we people that we have choose not to live for ourselves, we have choose to live for God.
Okay, sir.
You understand?
Yes,
You
sir.
know. So when you come to relationships, the primary thing is wisdom. I've come to realize that marriage does not succeed because you love one another. No. Marriage succeeds because you have the wisdom to make it succeed. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Marriage does not succeed because you have seen the best lovers become the best enemies. These are things I handle every day. I've seen the best lovers become the worst enemies. But what I have not seen is two wise people that have never succeeded in marriage. Two wise people that said, come rain, come sunshine, we have one goal to make our marriage work. There are some other people, they hand over their marriage to third parties. It doesn't matter the third party, whether it's your sister in the Lord or brother in the Lord or your grandfather or your grandmother. I don't want to say some things that some people don't think I'm talking about them. You know, but the point is that a lot of marriages also come when the responsible people hand over their responsibility to other people that are not responsible for the marriage. That's marriage now. Okay. The same thing also happened in relationships before marriage. There are some people, you have not married them already. Somebody is telling them that the way that girl talks, the way that boy dresses. As a matter of fact, there are some people, they are wise enough not to show their relationship to people around them. You know why? If they show, they will condemn the person, even though they are envying the person. I know somebody that did it. Wow. He never showed her husband to any of her friends except on the day of wedding. Wow. And the person said, why I did not show them? Because they will say my husband is not handsome. Yeah. The people that are measuring your husband that is not handsome, they have not even seen one that is the unhandsome has not come to them. Yeah. So you can imagine even people have missed their marriage because somebody is saying to them, your husband is not handsome, your wife is not pretty. And at the end of the day, they are not going to live with your husband, you are the one that are going to live. So you are the one that to make sure you are responsible. Must be responsible. And wisdom must be in place. Wisdom is the principal thing in relationships. Even love. If you don't place love on the foundation of wisdom, yes, you will fail. Most marriage failures is not lack of love. I've handled marriages. I've handled people that say, I still love you. You still love you. What is the issue? I still love you. I still love her. What is the issue? Wisdom. And this wisdom is not something you say, I have it. I have it. No. It's something you keep on either asking from God or getting from people that have it, because wisdom comes from God or from people God has given it. You collect. Like what we are giving now is wisdom. Okay. Do you understand? I understand, sir. So, and anything you cannot take in any relationship before marriage, okay, don't go into marriage hoping that it will change. Okay. If the person you want to marry talks too much and you don't like staying with somebody that talks too much, better break up. It's not when you now enter, you now say, my wife talks too much. No. See my conclusion. In relationship, in fact, I've teach people what I call courtship one day. Yes. When you want to marry, that's a stage they call courtship. In courtship, you measure the character and the lifestyle. In fact, it's the character and the lifestyle of the person to know whether it can match your own. Okay. If it doesn't match, no need of going ahead. If it matches, you can go ahead. Okay. Then, many things you see that you accepted, they now become your portion. Like I say this, and I want every single to hear this. Yes, sir. So I'm not saying for you to believe it or not, but this is the truth. Anybody you marry becomes your portion for life. Completely. Anybody. If you choose to marry a fat person, is your fortune. Your fat person has become your portion for life. If you choose to marry a slim person, the slim person has become your portion for life. If you marry pretty person has become your portion for life. If you marry ugly person has become your portion for life. If you marry handsome person has become your portion for life. And look at the wisdom. Many people don't know what I'm going to tell you now. If you venture marry a fat person, or you marry someone that is thin, she becomes fat.
Mm.
All you need to do, move from liking a thin person to start liking a fat person. You choose what you like. Everybody choose what you like.
Okay.
If your wife talks too much and you don't like talking too much, you have already married her. Start liking somebody that talk too much by opening your ear. If you practice liking it 1 day, 2 days, practice for 6 months, you start liking it. That's how it works.
Okay, sir.
And the wisdom is, this is your portion for life. Because how many years are you going to be saying my wife talk too much? So you should become her listener. You should become the one that listens too much.
Okay.
It will balance. That's the wisdom.
Okay, sir.
Then another thing about relationship, I forgot to say this, what we call temperament. I want to realize that most of the marriage issues I've handled is temperament, poor understanding of temperament. If you marry, many people have seen that marry cholerics.
Okay.
Don't know how to manage the cholerics. And many people that are cholerics sometimes doesn't know how to manage themselves with their spouses.
Okay.
I'm using cholerics because they are the one that almost have relationship problems. You know, and I'm talking because cholerics is my own type of people. You understand?
Yes, sir.
They are my own kind. And when I see choleric having marriage issue, I say, wow, another kind of us. Yeah, because we are the type that we want to dominate. We don't want to lose arguments. And in relationship, especially marriage relationship, everybody, the man want to win, the woman want to win when it comes to arguments. And choleric will never allow his spouse to win. Yeah. And sometimes, or his husband to win. It depends on who is the choleric here now. Choleric want to be the one leading. So imagine if your wife is a choleric and they want to tell you the type of car you buy, where you go to holiday. She want to decide everything. The man may end up, if you're an African man, you say, not in this house.
Cannot become a woman.
But if you understand that your wife is not doing this thing because she wants to disrespect you, she's doing it because that's her temperament. You now learn how to manage her temperament. After all, if your wife decide the car you will buy, it doesn't mind anything from you. If your wife decide the house you will build, as long as the house is very good, beautiful, it doesn't mind anything from you. But I need to tell people that sometimes to make your marriage work, you need to come to a point of sacrificing a lot. Nothing works until somebody make it to work. Marriages does not work until people make it to work. Most marriages have been having problems for 20 years, but yet the people inside choose to make it work. That's why they have not collapsed. So that's how relationship is wisdom. Okay, 90% of success in any relationship is wisdom, not even love. Okay, sir. Love is actually a choice, but wisdom is a necessity. Love is a choice. And I wonder why you will choose not to love somebody that is staying with you every day in the house. You will be the one to suffer it now. Definitely. You know, but wisdom is even what will show you how to love even the unlovable. I forgot to say something. These are the things I'm observing from experiences. Okay. Another thing in relationship is, and in fact, what I have killed relationship more than anything is selfishness. Selfishness. Yeah. Okay. Selfishness. Man, people don't know that they are selfish. That is the funniest part of it. Many people are selfish. In fact, can I say all of us are selfish? It takes maturity to be dropping your selfishness level. The more mature you become, your level of maturity is indirectly proportional to your level of selfishness. If you are not maturing, you will remain selfish. Yeah, selfishness is ability to only see life from your own perspective. Selfishness means thinking only about yourself. Selfishness standing only on your own opinion, checking out what is there for you, what is there for you, what is there for you. That's selfishness. Selfishness means thinking about only your happiness, your comfort, your benefit, your profit. That's selfishness. Most times, why many people separate in marriage or say I'm not marrying again is because they are selfish. Let me give an example. When somebody say I will never forgive him, that's selfishness. Because the same person will say forgive me when he's the one that is offended. Most definitely they will. Yeah, I've seen people that I've involved in Mr. A forgive Mrs. B, or Mrs. B forgive Mr. A. When it's the turn of this one to forgive, say I will never forgive. This is the when they just forgive yesterday. You understand? And
I
the
see.
person will not mention that they have forgive me and forgive me and forgive. The person will be saying, see what Mr. or Mrs. did. They will capitalize on it. And you know, sometimes when you bring these things to the public, you know, most times publics cannot handle marriage.
Wow.
Publics cannot handle relationships. Public cannot handle your spouse. You can and you should. After all, you are responsible when you say I do. The public was not responsible. Then that much I can say the relationship.
Thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you, sir. The program, the sessions are going deeper and deeper and getting more interesting. We'll try to be fast with them anyways.
Okay.
But just to add to this one that you just answered now.
Okay.
So you try to be brief if possible, just to spice up the whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
In you mentioned courtship.
Okay.
And in relationship. I'm talking of how do I put it now? I'm talking of relationship that should be relationship, not any kind of relationship.
Courtship means you want to get married.
Exactly. So when you've gotten to the point of courtship with somebody, mentioning red flags, are there actually red flags that can be worked on?
Yes.
Or every red flag is a no-no?
Okay. That's good. That's very fine. There are red flags that can be worked on because most red flags also are the assumptions.
Okay.
For instance, if I call I'm in courtship with somebody and I call the person, he didn't pick my call. I called, he didn't pick. I found he didn't pick. And the person went to bed, he did not call me back. And I called in the morning. The person said, oh, sorry, I did not, sorry, I missed your call yesterday. Just sorry, I missed your call. Is it hard to? It's a red flag.
At least there should be a reason why the call was missed.
Not even reason, there should be more than sorry.
Why the call was missed.
Sorry can be for every other person, but you mean that is special to you. I deserve more than sorry. But now, that sorry may be that he's annoyed with you. So if you see it as a red flag, it may end up being a red flag if there is no issue at all.
Okay.
It may be that the person is giving attention to somebody else.
Okay.
And is looking for a way to start avoiding you. That's what people do.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Remember, it's assumption until it is proved.
Okay.
So if it's now proved that it's not what you're thinking, it's a red flag that you can keep up. But a situation whereby you are eating in the eatery with your and this outing I'm telling you, there are things I've seen people do. People say
practical things that happen.
Somebody are already in courtship with a call entered. The person now said, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Is there any conversation that goes like that? That okay, it's fine is a red flag.
That's not
a cover up. There's nothing like okay, it's fine. Okay, yes, no. Those things are red flags.
Okay.
The reason is that there must be somebody. Okay, and someone such a call ends, you now say, Madam or Mrs. or Uncle or my honey, or whatever you call the person called the other person. It can be both ways.
Okay.
Who is the one I'm calling? Say, I'll tell you later. Maybe in the next 5 months, they have not still told you. It's a red flag.
Okay.
It's a red flag. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that there are some red flags that can be worked on. Okay. There are some cannot be worked on. If you see a red flag of what you cannot live with,
okay,
a red flag of what you cannot live with, what you cannot live with, it should make you not to go in.
Okay, sir.
But if you see a red flag that you can live with, so that even if you didn't change,
you can manage and live with it.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
I think I even wanted to. There's something I wanted to say.
Okay.
When it comes to relationship matters, the truth is nobody is actually perfect.
Completely. Very true, sir.
Nobody is perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Most times, if you expect perfection from the other person, you are the problem. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If anybody expects perfection from another person, the person is the problem.
That's the problem.
And most times in relationship too, don't focus on changing the other person. In relationship, I'm talking of both marriage and
Courtship.
courtship. When you try, the easiest person to change is yourself. The more difficult person to change is the other person.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is what I teach.
Wow.
And some of these things, I learned them also in the process of time. I didn't know some of these things all my life. I learned them also. So when you choose to change, when you want to change your partner, your spouse, the easiest way to change your spouse is to change. Like I gave you example. If you want to make your spouse that talk too much, not to be talking too much, start listening too much. She'll be the one to say, I'm tired of talking. Or he'll be the one to say, I'm tired of talking. You understand? Okay. But if you want to say, I don't want to be listening. I'm not, my ear should not. You are going to enter into many problems. Be the one to be changed from not listening up to 5 minutes to be listening to 1 hour. One day the person will be tired of talking for 1 hour. That's how it works.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Thank you for the session. This one is
again, we need to stop here on this relationship, so we can talk, go into other things.